Hi, this is Christine Lavin, and I started this project reading a chapter a night of Lucy Gayheart back in March of 2020. And what I thought I was going to do was every night at midnight, I would read a chapter live on Facebook. But from the very first day when I started to practice my reading, I stumbled over my words. I should have known because I did an audiobook 10 years ago. So I recorded the chapters ahead of time, and then I put the page on the screen, and then I had to coordinate it all and sync it up. So what I thought was going to be 15 minutes a night turned into about 3 or 4 hours a day. And when I've gotten other work that I had to do that was more important, especially videos having to do with the pandemic, I have to put Lucy on the side. And but now I'm sort of caught up, and I thought I'm about to read the final book 3. I'm going to try to read it all tonight and post it all at one time. So for those of you who've been reading along with Lucy Gayheart, you can read the final chapters. But I thought I would give you a little tour of what my apartment is like as I've been reading. This is my Christmas tree. Some of you have seen it. I know. It's coming up to 2 a.m. in the morning. This is when it gets really the quietest, so that I can read in peace, not have to stop so many times. And I'll show you why I have to stop. Because outside my window, that's the FDR Drive down there, and there's the Manhattan Bridge, and there are trains that go by usually every 6 minutes, even between 1 and 5 in the morning when there's supposed to be no subway service. They still go by. So whenever you hear me stop, it's because there's a train going by on the bridge, and there is no train right now. Just beyond this is the Brooklyn Bridge, and that multicolored building, that's the South Street Seaport. There, where those lights are, that's Ellis Island, where a lot of our ancestors came through on their way to the New World. And it certainly is a new world. Oh, this is a keyboard. I don't know how to play piano. John Forster gave me this so that I could have meetings of Tom Tose's songwriters group here, and piano players would have something to play, but because of the pandemic, haven't been able to do that. There's my Grit Laskin guitar. Over there's my desk with a lot of paperwork. I hate paperwork. Here's my other guitar. This is my Larrivee. And Grit Laskin, who built this guitar, which is very expensive, learned how to build guitars by studying with Larrivee for 8 years. So my favorite thing to do when I record is to have this guitar in one channel and this guitar in the other channel, so I can reunite the master builder with his master pupil, who is now an internationally renowned luthier. And see, it's got all the planets on the neck, starting from down here: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and the Pioneer spacecraft at the top. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read book 3, the final chapters of Lucy Gayheart by Willa Cather, which was published in 1935, was written here in New York City, uptown. I'm not exactly sure where her apartment was. I hope to find it someday. But I live downtown, Lower East Side. And here we go. One other thing I have to show you. Yeah, you can hear that. I have to wait for the refrigerator to kick off so that we will have real silence, at least for a short time, because this is a very annoying sound. I just got this in the mail. It reminds me of the thing from War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. And I'm going to put the phone there, and I'm going to read. This is book 3, chapter 1 of Lucy Gayheart. I'm still waiting for the refrigerator to kick off, and I gotta say, my hair's a mess. I tried to dress nicely every night when I was recording. But as this pandemic has gone on and on, I've just sort of let myself go a little bit. But it's more important that it be very quiet. And you can see the clock. The refrigerator will stop soon. Well, you probably have noticed, you've seen these around, many copies of the book Lucy Gayheart. Here's another one. Here's another one. This has a different cover on it though. This one also has that cover. Or what I've been doing over the past few years. I have a song I wrote about the book Lucy Gayheart and about Joanne Woodward's obsession with the book. She always wanted to direct it as a film. And so I've been buying up used copies of Lucy Gayheart, and I sell them for what they cost me, because it wouldn't be right for me to make money off, somebody else's work. When I sing live to the video of the song that I wrote about Lucy Gayheart and Willa Cather and Joanne Woodward at intermission or at the end of the show, people can buy the book and read it for themselves. The song is spoiler-free. If you want me to answer all these burning questions, I'm sorry to disappoint, but that's something I cannot do. It would ruin Joanne's movie for you if she ever made it. I envision an American equivalent of A Room with a View. If you're curious about the song, it's called The Song of Lucy Gayheart, and you can just Google that with my name and you'll find it online. There's a Vimeo version. There's also a YouTube version. And if you've been reading all along, I've read, maybe 35, 40 chapters of the book so far, that you should start from chapter 1 if this is new to you, and start from the very beginning. And it's a great thing to walk to get your exercise walk in, listening to this book. And I'm going to turn this off now because I'm still waiting for the refrigerator to stop making noise.